Peace to everybody. This is about Jussie Smollett's lawyers want to move Chicago lawsuit to federal court. And as you can see here in the picture is Jussie Smollett himself from Empire. Now, I know I've been getting trolls on my comments saying, oh, well, he's guilty, this and that. Well, let me tell you something. This is a distraction, literally. They want us to believe this, and it's not true at all. And I'm tired of you trolls telling me to shut the F up, because you know what? You could shut the F up and go play somewhere else, because you know nothing about this man at all. I know enough about him because I've been watching Empire since day one, season 1. So, you don't know nothing about this man at all. I do. So, this is why I know enough about Jussie Smollett. Lawyers for Jussie Smollett want a federal judge to preside over a lawsuit filed by the city of Chicago that seeks to recover more than $130,000 in police overtime costs incurred during the investigation of a fake hate crime allegedly orchestrated by the Empire actor. Yeah, so the lawyers for Jussie Smollett, they want this case to go to federal court. To federal court. Of course, the city of Chicago is seeking still to recover $130,000 in police overtime, and of course, Jussie Smollett's not going to pay that because he already forfeited over $10,000 to the city of Chicago and did 2 days worth of community service. So that was enough. In a motion filed Wednesday, Smollett's lawyers argued that the actor is a California resident, which justifies moving the city's lawsuit from Cook County Circuit Court to the federal courthouse in Chicago. So, Jussie Smollett is really from California. So I guess he went to Chicago to have some fun or whatever, or to stay there. He might have a house in Chicago, but then again, he might not. It all depends. But he is a California resident, which justifies moving the city's lawsuit from Cook County Circuit Court to federal court. The city filed the lawsuit under then Mayor Rahm Emmanuel, who had blasted the actor for allegedly making a false report that he had been attacked near his Streeterville home by 2 men who taunted the openly gay African-American actor with racist and homophobic slurs. Smollett was later charged with making a false police report. Well, let me tell you something. The city of Chicago is a bunch of liars. They hide everything. Look what they did with Laquan McDonald in Chicago. Jason Van Dyke. Think about that man. He covered it up. He lied on the police report saying that he was in fear for his life, and that was a lie. Because Laquan McDonald walked away from Jason Van Dyke. In Jussie Smollett's case, though, the police are saying, oh, he made a false report. No, he did not. And again, this is a distraction from everything that is going on. Now, Rahm Emmanuel, I know he needs to go have several seats somewhere and shut the flip up somewhere along the way and stay out of this mess. But then State's Attorney Kim Foxx's office abruptly dropped the disorderly conduct charges against Smollett in late March, and the city filed a lawsuit against Smollett 2 weeks later, demanding the actor pay back the money the police spent on overtime for officers involved in the investigation. So they're still trying to get money out of Jussie Smollett. Nope, he's not gonna pay. So why bother paying the city of Chicago $130,000 plus another $130,000? So $390,000 altogether. So, nah, Jussie's not going to pay that kind of money back. Federal court might be a more friendly venue for Smollett, who might still end up facing criminal charges in Cook County after a county judge's decision last month to appoint a special prosecutor to reinvestigate the hate crime case, and how Fox and her staff handled the decision to drop the charges. Well, Jussie Smollett was not lying about the attack between Smollett and the Snyder brothers. They walked right past each other, didn't even see each other at all on the street. So this is what the Chicago Police Department is saying. Oh well, he made up that story. No, because there's a body camera footage showing that there was a rope around Jussie Smollett's neck. The city's lawsuit had been pending in front of Judge James Snyder. Well, that ain't nothing new. You still ain't gonna get the money. In the opening lines of his order on the appointment of a special prosecutor, veteran Judge Michael Tuman had no bones about what he thought happened the night of January 29, 2019, when Smollett first contacted police and set in motion an unprecedented psychodrama that captivated the city and a national audience. So the judge was not carrying any bones at all. So I guess the judge really didn't want anything to do about it. But when you got to go in front of a judge, you got to go in front of a judge. So he was not made no bones about what thought happened that night on January 29th of this year. The principal character, Jussie Smollett, is an acclaimed actor known to the public from his performance in the television series Empire, but his talents were not destined to be confirmed to that production. Truman wrote, rather in perhaps the most prominent display of this acting potential, Smollett conceived a fantasy that propelled him from the role of a sympathetic victim of vicious homophobic attack to that of a charlatan who fomented a hoax the equal of any twist television intrigue. So that's what Truman wrote, rather in perhaps the most prominent display of his acting potential. The principal character of Jussie Smollett is an acclaimed actor known to the public from his performances in the television series, of course, Empire, and of course this fall will be their final season, and Lee Daniels has decided that Jussie Smollett will not be in the final episodes of Empire, so their Empire is just going to be done without Jussie Smollett. Smollett's lawyers, Mark Garagos and Tina Gladden, have been sued for defamation in federal court by Olav Nito and Abimbola Snyder, brothers who claim Smollett paid them $3,500 to stage the attack. Come on, those Snyder brothers are a bunch of liars. Don't they know any better? Brothers who claim Smollett paid them $3,500? Really? No. I don't think so. So Smollett lawyers Mark Garagos and Tina Gladden have been sued for defamation in federal court. So, thanks to the Snyder brothers. But you know what? That's not going to stop them from defending Jussie Smollett. And with all this being a distraction, that's what this is. Nothing but a distraction, because the Chicago Tribune lies, the mainstream media lies, the Chicago police cover up things that should not be there. They lie and say, oh, well, I this and that and blah, blah, blah. No. The Chicago Police Department know the truth is in front of them, but they refuse to even see it. And like I said, just they did with the Jason Van Dyke trial. He thought he can get away with covering Laquan McDonald's murder, but that didn't last for very long, even though it did last for a long time, figuring out why wasn't he in jail yet during that time, until finally Jason Van Dyke is in jail for the cover-up murder of Laquan McDonald. And of course the 3 other officers helped him, but they walked away from this mess. So, and this is exactly what this is, a mess, because Chicago Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson and former Mayor Rahm Emmanuel, they're all a bunch of liars and a bunch of puppets, this and that, and they're just playing you like a damn fool. So that's all they doing. They just playing you for a fool, making you want to believe everything that there is. It's like, and I don't even believe nothing what this mainstream media says, because they've been exposed so many times for lies, and yet they just keep pouring out lies. So, you know what? Either way or another, Superintendent Eddie Johnson and Rahm Emmanuel are not going to get away with this. Because I think one of them might be going to... I'm just doing my prediction that one of them might end up in jail, either Superintendent Eddie Johnson or Rahm Emmanuel, whichever one of them it will be. Leave your comments below. I am out.